Hey guys, what's up? My name's Players Bro, and this is my first ever gameplay commentary. Pretty exciting, I know, right? But I was pretty psyched to do this. This is the first one I've ever done, and I figured I would bring some PC gaming gameplay into the mix. This is Team Fortress 2. This is my favorite PC game. Probably one of the more favorite ones that I play. I have a lot of hours logged into this game, and it's just a blast to play. Right now I am playing on a server that deals with deathmatch gameplay, team deathmatch actually, considering it's red versus blue. You have the reds that spawn on one side and blue on the other side, and there's no objective to this map or this gameplay. You just run back and forth and kill each other between the crates and the maze of crates and barriers and stuff. This is one of my favorite types to play because I'm not as skilled at the objectives. There's a map type called CTF 2 Fort, and that's like capture the flag, but instead of flags, they're intelligence briefcases, and you have to steal the briefcase and bring it back to your fort or your base, and you get points for it. It's like capture the flag. You've seen it in just about any type of shooter, I'm sure. I'm playing as the soldier right now, and that's probably one of my more favorite classes to use because I like to call this the annoying dick class. Mainly because you can spam rockets on this map and get the kills pretty quickly, and it just makes for a really annoying experience for the other players. So when I play soldier, I basically do my best to be as annoying as possible. I just spam rockets left and right. You'll see me spam up into that window there, and it's mainly because there's a lot of people who like to be snipers, and they camp up in that window. They'll camp up there and pick you off straight from spawn. It's a little cheap, I know, but that's, it's not a very big map, and I guess it just makes it a little more fast-paced. But to kind of combat that camping that happens with the snipers, a lot of people will run spy class, and with the spy you can cloak yourself, and that essentially makes you invisible. So they'll run out cloaked so they can't see them, and it's a tactic I know quite well. I've played as spy a bit. When there's not as many people on the server, a lot of people will try playing as spy because you can just hide in a corner cloaked, because there's a certain cloaking watch you can get called the Cloak and Dagger, and it'll keep you permanently cloaked. The only drawback is that as you move, your cloaking meter starts to drain, and if you move and it gets all the way empty, people can see you, or at least an outline of you. But when you play spy on this map, a lot of people use the corners to their advantage. They'll hide in a corner, and when they hide in a corner, they'll come out uncloaked as somebody else that would appear on your team and try and stab you in the back. Like right here, totally failed there, and I noticed him too, but I completely failed with the aiming. Here we got this guy as a heavy, and this happened a lot throughout the time I played on here. He was just being completely a pain in the ass, so I'd run out as soldier, and I'd just try and get the rocket hits on him because the splash damage affects their health just as much. But I would use the soldier just to kind of combat that, because it can work. It's just you have to be accurate enough. Sometimes I'm not the greatest with the accuracy, but I have to say I really love playing this game. It's very action-packed. Everything feels pretty well balanced. No class has more of an upper hand over the other one. There's always a way to stop possible overpoweredness in one class over the other. I find that sometimes the best way to prevent from being killed multiple times is to kind of find their weakness and exploit it. So say you have a heavy, though they're very slow moving, and it's not hard to take them out. You just have to find a class that'll work well enough. A lot of people run scout class because it's hard to aim and hit them because they move very fast, and they have a double jump feature, which is exactly how it sounds. When you jump in the air and you press jump again, you'll actually kind of like air hop. It's kind of crazy, but it is kind of helpful if you play that class a lot. Here you see me doing a little bit of sniper work. I know I'm camping too. It's pretty terrible, but it's kind of the only way with a sniper, because if you're out in the open, you can get smoked pretty easily. Oh yeah, right here I swapped out my Razorback, which is kind of a protective device against spies, for Girardi. And essentially what Girardi is like a jar of piss. And when you hit somebody with this jar of piss, they get coated in the piss, and it kind of works as an kind of like a strengthening device for your shots. So when they're coated in that, they'll get every hit that you take on them, every shot is kind of like a mini crit. And what it is a critical hit, which kind of does more damage than a regular shot would. And this kind of helps when you use the Girardi. Oh yeah, right here I was in a little bit of a sniper battle. That guy was heavy and he swapped back over. I think I fail and I end up dying because I took a second too long. I was trying to no-scope him too. It's really easy to no-scope in this game because the crosshairs never bloom, which means they don't spread apart when you take a shot. So it's not hard to no-scope, it's just it takes more shots with the sniper. I'm trying to get him again with the soldier class. It's just me trying to be annoying, make it a little bit rougher on him. But if any of you guys like this game or you know what it is, let me know in the comments what you think your favorite class would be. Because there's, I think it's like 7 or 8 different classes. You have Scout, Pyro, Soldier, Demo Man, Medic, Heavy Weapons Guy, Sniper, and Spy, and Engineer. And I would go a little more in depth on that, but it would take forever to describe all of them. So I would recommend look up the wiki on them, or just do some research, go on Google and figure it out, and you might find which class you like. I, for one, I'm kind of preferenced towards Sniper or Soldier. I have used Pyro a bit. It's a little tricky to use because he has a flamethrower, but he can be an easy class to use. Sometimes I'll use Scout, although I'm not as good considering he's so fast moving. But sometimes I get lucky with the Scout. What else? I want to say sometimes I used to use the heavy weapons guy a lot more than I do now. I want to say I used to be a lot better with him, but once you start realizing how slow a target you are for snipers, you have a tendency to get picked off real easy. Okay, I think we're coming up to the end here because I eventually ended the recording because I disconnected from server. There's no time limit on this server. You just kill back and forth until you feel like you're ready to leave. But I think we're coming up to the end here because I went Spy and I was gonna try and backstab that sniper up in the window because I saw him hop out. There he goes. But like I was describing before, that watch that keeps you cloaked, this is a perfect example right here of what happens with the cloaking meter and how it works. But if you think you like the Spy class, I would definitely say give it a try. It's challenging, but it's a lot of fun. Okay, I think I'm about to see him right about here. Yeah, there he is. I tried to shoot him with the revolver because I wasn't sure if I'd be able to backstab him, but I failed. Oh my god, that's such a fail. I can't believe I missed. Oh my god. Well, I think this is the end, so I'll see you guys later, and I hope you enjoyed my commentary. Thanks, guys. Keep poning.